Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming today. This is a wonderful opportunity to see everybody's beautiful faces and to be nourished with the Dharma. I'm very, very thankful that we were all able to join today. Our sister Sangha from Texas is going to do their presentation today. And I just want to remark that this year we are concentrating on deepening our meditation practice and expanding our understanding of contemplative care, contemplation as a form of meditation, and finding the difference, if there is any, between meditation and concentration. And so I'm going to sort of keep myself shut after this, and I'll appreciate that everybody mute yourselves and only unmute if you will be participating or expressing during the question answer period. So now I'm going to hand it over to our sister Fatlan and our brother John for them to take over. Thank you very much and welcome.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's really good to be here together again, and the Texas Sangha is very happy to be hosting this gathering today. Before we begin, Fernando, would you care to say a few words of welcome to the group? We can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted.
Okay. So great to see everybody. I think today I come to this meeting with a couple of things. A sense of gratitude to have this group, the Sangha, to practice with this beautiful morning, to have this tool, this Zoom tool that allows us to get together. People from California, from San Antonio, from Virginia, Houston, New York, and we can all be united through this medium. I think it's just wonderful. I feel so grateful that we can do this. And so gratitude to Elena and to Craig for arranging these monthly meetings. And also a sense of responsibility, with all the elections coming up, we feel a sense of responsibility for trying to be present in this country and trying to fulfill a responsibility of voting. But also, I think as the Dharma teacher order, we have another type of responsibility, is that we sort of have been taught by many wonderful teachers the tools to be able to calm our minds. And I think in this stressful time, I think we need to share those tools with others. I invite you, for example, I know Alex is having a election night meditation at San Antonio that perhaps many of us can take part of. We in New York are going to be starting not this week coming up, or next week, every Monday for 4 Mondays, half an hour of loving kindness meditation at Mariandale for that community and for the whole world, trying to bring peace and to be able to hopefully calm people's minds. So it's with that sense of gratitude and that sense of responsibility that I'm joyfully present here with you.
Thank you, Fernando. So today we will be doing our morning practice pretty much as we always do. But I do want to ask for 5 volunteers to read each of the precepts. I can't see you right now. So maybe we could switch over to the, the group so I could see the group. Can we do that? Maybe I can do that. There you are. Okay. So 5 volunteers to read the precepts when the time comes. First precept. Okay, Janet. Second precept. Ruth. Third precept. Peter. Fourth precept. Elena. Fifth precept. Craig. Okay, great. We've scheduled in a 5-minute break right after the sitting meditation. However, if you need a break at any time, please feel free to take care of yourself. And if you cannot stay with us for the whole time, you're welcome to quietly bow out when you need to. I do want to remind you again that except for the one person who is speaking or chanting, we will all mute our mics. When you wish to speak, just unmute your mic and bow in. So once again, we extend a warm welcome to you all. Are there any questions before we begin? Okay. We'll begin in just a moment. Please rise for the incense ceremony.
In gratitude, we offer this incense to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas throughout space and time. May it be as fragrant as the earth herself, reflecting our careful efforts, our wholehearted awareness, and the fruit of understanding slowly ripening. May we and all beings be companions of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
Please remain standing for the 3 refuges. We will make a bow after each refuge. I take refuge in the Buddha, the one who shows me the way in this life. I take refuge in the Dharma, the way of understanding and love. I take refuge in the Sangha, the community that lives in harmony and awareness. Please be seated. We will now recite the Heart Sutra. can't hear you, John. Start over, please.
The hearts of the perfect understanding, the Bodhisattva Avalokita, while moving in the discourse of perfect understanding, shed light on the five skandhas and found them equally empty. After this penetration, he overcame ill being. Listen, Sariputra, form is emptiness, emptiness is form, form is not other than emptiness, emptiness is not other than form. The same is true with feelings, perception, mental formation, and consciousness. Listen, Sariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They are neither produced nor destroyed, neither divine nor immaculate, neither increasing nor decreasing. Therefore, in emptiness, there is neither form nor feeling, nor perception, nor mental formation, nor consciousness, no eye or ear or nose or tongue or body or mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of element, from eyes to mind consciousness, no interdependent origin, and no extinction of them, from ignorance to death and decay, no ill being, no cause of ill being, no end of ill being, and no path, no understanding, and no attainment. Because there is no attainment, the Bodhisattvas grounded in perfect understanding find no obstacle for their minds, having no obstacles they overcome fear, liberating themselves forever from illusion, realizing perfect nirvana. All Buddhas in the past, present, and future to this perfect understanding arrive at full right and universal enlightenment. Therefore, one should know that perfect understanding is the highest mantra, the unequal mantra, the destroyer of ill being, the incorruptible truth, a mantra of Prajna Paramita should therefore be proclaimed. Gatte, gatte, paragatte, rasam gatte, bodhiswaha, gatte, gatte, paragatte, parasam gatte, bodhiswaha, gatte, gatte, paragatte, parasam gatte, bodhiswaha.
We will now recite the 5 wonderful precepts. The first wonderful precept. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animal, plants, and minerals. I am determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. This is the first wonderful precept. Make sure you're unmuted.
The second wonderful precept, aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression. I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I am determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. This is the second wonderful precept.
The third wonderful precept. Aware of the suffering caused by misconduct, I vow to cultivate responsibility and learn ways to protect the safety and integrity of individuals, couples, families, and society. I'm determined not to engage in sexual relations without love and a long-term to preserve the happiness of myself and others. I am determined to respect my commitments and the commitment of others. I will do everything in my power to protect children from sexual abuse and to prevent couples and families from being broken by sexual misconduct. This is the third wonderful precept.
The fourth wonderful precept. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and inability to listen to others, I vow to cultivate loving speech and deep listening in order to bring joy and happiness to others and to relieve others of their suffering. Knowing that words can create happiness or suffering, I am determined to speak truthfully with words that inspire self-confidence, joy, and hope. I will not spread news that I do not know to be certain, and I will not criticize or condemn things of which I am not sure. I will refrain from uttering words that can cause division or discord, or that can cause the family or community to break. I am determined to make all efforts to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small. This is the fourth wonderful precept.
The fifth wonderful precept. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful consumption, I vow to cultivate good health, both physical and mental, for myself, my family, and my society by practicing mindful eating, drinking, and consuming. I will ingest only items that preserve peace, well-being, and joy in my body, in my consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of my family and society. I am determined not to use alcohol or any other items that contain toxins, such as certain TV programs, magazines, books, films, and conversations. I'm aware that to damage my body or my consciousness with these poisons is to betray my ancestors, my parents, my society, and future generations. I will work to transform violence, fear, anger, and confusion in myself and in society by practicing a diet for myself and for society. I understand that a proper diet is crucial for self-transformation and the transformation of society. This is the fifth wonderful precept.